it's just in the past. It was tough. It was difficult. Definitely, it was hard. You think over and over and over, and it's too bad that I left as a bad teammate, which I play with a lot of guys, and no one said that about me. But it's what it is. I'm happy now, like where I'm at, and not that I wasn't happy over there, but it just I honestly wish I wouldn't left in that way, at that reason, So, but I don't regret anything. It happened, and I feel bad with Jake, and that's why I apologize to him.
Number 47, the catcher, Miguel Montero.
Dylan, we heard Miguel Montero talking in the dugout before the Blue Jays, his new team, matched up with his old team, the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley. Then we heard the crowd let Miguel Montero have it after he stepped up for his first AB in the game. Got booed fairly roundly by the Wrigley faithful. Remember, he was let go by the Cubs a while back in the wake of critical comments, extremely critical comments he made about his starter, Jake Arrieta, earlier in the season. Arrieta not helping him in the running game, even though Montero was like, 1 of 32 throwing out runners
at
that point in the season. Montero didn't have too hard of feelings after the game, saying it's okay, I still respect all the Cubs fans. He was 2 for 4 in the loss. The Cubs won the game 7-4. Anthony Rizzo was able to earn a steal on Montero in the game, though Montero caught Ben Zobrist trying to swipe third base.
Rizzo, the Lou Brock of his generation.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, old Maury Wills there.
Dylan, you think Montero deserved to get the treatment he did from the Cubs fans there based on his exit and the way things ended during his time? He helped them win a World Series a year ago, was a fairly critical part of that team in 2016. Then in 2017...
That's generous. That's generous.
Started.
He was okay. At times he started. Not always.
And Kyle Schwarber back there, but...
Contreras started a decent amount.
He was not Anthony Rizzo or Chris Bryant. That is fair to say. But deserved to get booed. Fair? Foul?
100% fair.
All right.
100% fair. I think if this was a one-off incident of him in a frustrated manner, not being able to throw runners out and trying to pass the blame, which even in a one-off, you don't want anyone that passes the buck and says, It's Jake's fault, it's not mine. Oh, no. Have responsibility. You're a multi-million-dollar paid athlete. You can't throw runners out. It's on video evidence. Just own up to it. Say, listen, I got to do a better job. I got to put in some extra work. I got to work on my timing. I got to be a better receiver. I got to let it go a little earlier. And we've got to have a better communication as a battery with my pitcher. Don't ever give a pitcher's name. Put a pitcher out there by name and say, well, Jake Arrieta, if you could hold him on, blah, blah, blah. No one wants to hear that. Fans don't want to hear it. Fans know how much money you make. Fans can see the fact that you can't throw runners out. But the fact that it just wasn't one fold, the fact that after they won the World Series, he bitched about playing time in that moment that ended a 108-year curse, and he's worried about playing time. In that moment, Cubs stamped him a little whiner that they didn't want to deal with. Then the Arrieta stuff, and he wasn't that big a contributor. He was okay at times in little doses, in appetizer, hors d'oeuvre size versions. Unless you're going to hit ginormous home runs, and you can say some of that stuff. You actually should never say some of that stuff. He should have got booed. If I was a Cubs fan, if I was at Wrigley today, he would have heard my Bronx cheer as well.